Hi everybody, and welcome to this revision video on self-presentation. This is part of the social influence topic for Stage 2 Psychology. Let's get started. So self-presentation refers to how people attempt to present themselves to control or shape how others, called the audience, view them. So how we present the self, hence the term. Self-presentation is part of a broader set of behaviors called impression management, and we're going to talk about that in another video, which is a conscious attempt to control how others perceive them. This is often achieved by controlling all of the information shared in any social interaction, whether it be face-to-face or through social media. Given the rise of interactions occurring on social media, self-presentation has become a pervasive and important feature of social life. There is an increased pressure to present ourselves in terms of a positive viewpoint or present positive attributes, which may result in some individuals withholding information that reflects the authentic self and misrepresents themselves to gain social rewards. For example, like likes or comments on photos by peers and unknown friends of friends. So compared to social media, face-to-face interactions provide a very limited opportunity to employ this form of social influence or share the volume of information that online platforms provide. Likewise, online presentation removes the opportunity for verbal and non-verbal cues to contradict the image the online platforms provide. So for example, being socially competent and not socially awkward. Self-presentation serves three important functions. It helps facilitate social interaction, it enables individuals to attain material and social rewards, and it helps people privately construct desired identities. Let's go through this in a bit more detail. So self-concept refers to our private sense of self, so who we are and what it is that makes us so. So self-concept helps to build our identity and see ourselves, whilst social identity is linked to the perception or belief of how others see us. Carl Rogers, who we mentioned in our first topic, Psychology of the Individual, proposed that our self-concept is made up of three components. Our ideal self is the person you want to be. Self-image, how you see yourself, including attributes like your physical characteristics, personality traits, and social roles. And self-worth, so how much you like, accept, or value yourself, which can be impacted by a number of factors, including how others see you, how you think you compare to others, and your role in society. So this very much links to validation. Research has shown that our online behavior directly correlates with our sense of self-worth, as well as our psychological well-being. Validation of self-concept is achieved by users carefully crafting their online presence by posting images that show only the most enviable moments and picture-perfect photos that reflect the idealized concept of beauty and success. External validation comes from the number of likes, hearts, smiley faces, and comments reinforcing approval of the images shared, which aligns with the individual's self-concept, further enhancing self-esteem. The lack of responses may reinforce negative self-concept, despite the ongoing attempt at a positive self-presentation. So there's an abundance of research highlighting links between social media use and the development of narcissism, depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. We go through this in more detail on my social media video. So this is also linked to high versus low self-monitors. High self-monitors worry about their image and how they present themselves to others. They strive to be the best version of themselves in any given situation. This means that they may change their behavior based on others around them and have a stronger need to fit in and be accepted and to conform. Behavior is ultimately guided by social cues of those around them. So in other words, they look to others to know how to behave rather than behaving according to their true self. They're more likely to engage in strategic use of social media in an attempt to validate their self-concept and manage their self-presentation. They may do and say something that is in conflict with their true beliefs in order to do the right thing in specified social settings. They are also more likely to have more social media accounts or several social media accounts, followers and friends compared to low self-monitors. Speaking of low self-monitors, let's go through this in more detail. This is the opposite of a high self-monitor. Low self-monitors are concerned with genuineness, even if it means being the odd person in the room or standing out from the crowd, so a lack of conformity. They are guided by their own true feelings and beliefs in any social situation, even when it sets them apart from the crowd. They tend to have fewer but closer friends with more meaningful relationships. They have less engagement on social media and refrain from using this as a means of validation and self-presentation. They are more likely to have less social media accounts and less friends and followers. They value congruence between their attitudes and their behavior, which is true to their genuineness. So, I hope you found this video useful. Please watch my next video, which is impression management, which is very closely related to this concept. As always, any questions, let me know. Otherwise, happy revising.